Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Hello. So Darj has made a suggestion in chat that I take off my shirt, oil myself up a little bit, and just stand here topless with my nipples just out of frame. I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm actually surprised. I thought you would.
I mean, okay, who am I kidding? I actually would.
I'm not suggesting you do it. I'm just kind of surprised you didn't just whip it out. You know.
Tits, wanker. I gotta say, I find that really interesting because that's allowed, but when I tried to name this stream, I tried to name it Twosome, Lonesome, Twosome, Foursome, Moresome, and was told that that contains banned words. So apparently, foursome is a banned word, but tits are allowed. So could you just stand there with like bandages over the nipples, covering the nipples, and everything else visible?
I didn't read like super into the new regulations, but I think so. But it's weird. Like I think they've reversed course anyway, though. I think they undid it because all of a sudden the whole thing was just anyway. But one of the things I noticed is I actually went to read their terms of service. It is extremely prescriptive of exactly what you're allowed. It is in just extreme detail.
Really?
And yes, that was actually something that someone else brought up earlier this week. That I was listening to a conversation about this, and they're like, most of the platforms, it's very general, like very, very general. And Twitch is very precise about exactly what you can do. And that is odd to me. It seems like they just get themselves in more trouble by making very precise rules. And yes, I agree, Darj. Puritanical overlords ride. How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I have a problem.
What's that?
I have the wrong background. We gotta get the Star Citizen background going.
We do.
Which one? This one? Sure. We're in the Bandit Merchantman today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'd find it interesting to look at those rules and then find ways around them.
Uh-huh.
But the horny Englishman, the horny Englishman, we have to find a new time for the show because it's currently 3 a.m. over there.
Something like that. Yeah.
So he's been missing most of them. So we're gonna have some discussions over the break.
Also, Darj, it's also 3 a.m. there.
Yeah, how do you? I mean, thank you for showing up as frequently as you do, but also, dost thou sleep?
Oh man. Yeah.
Shiver is no longer in Japan.
He's back to being an Englishman again.
Yep. Back to the home country. Don't know for how long, but he's back in the home country at least for now. So
2 a.m. for him. Okay, there you go. Still late, and I'm
still late.
He's probably asleep.
Yeah. Oh. So, I guess should we talk about Star Citizen or something?
Sure.
I think everyone
to talk about because
they
outlined what's coming next year.
I think everyone that's normally here is clearly off watching Darge's Girl, so we can say whatever we want.
Darge's Girl?
Darge said that there was he was recommended a topless woman who was just standing.
Oh, sorry, I was very confused for a moment there. Okay.
Yep. Strawberry Tabby. All right. Hey Darge, if you're on New York time, that's my time. You know what, Darge, I actually do want to look her up. I want to see very quickly.
I'm going right now just to see what's going on. Content is intended for certain audiences.
Apparently. Oh, it's okay though. I've got a Disney holiday ad before. Yep, she's just. That's just weird.
This whole thing came up, and it's very, very interesting because someone, OnlyFans model, got banned from Twitch because she was on Twitch looking like that.
Yeah.
But she, in response, she showed that she was actually never naked at all. She had a shirt on the whole time. It was just low.
Yeah.
Out of frame.
Yeah, and you can see what she's doing. She's like jiggling around ever so oh my, like, I don't get it. There is literally free porn on the internet.
People like to interact with, live humans.
I know. Just okay. So I'll start by you can see behind me there's a new addition that is going to become a wall. I have determined what I will be building for my my new office, and I'm starting it, and I'm going to finish it sometime next year. Hey Dan, you joined into whatever this always is.
I mean,
every
it's never
week.
different.
Well, I think it's always different is the thing.
Not the vibe.
I guess
the kids would
I
say.
guess the vibe stays the same. It's true.
Oh man, David and Eric trying to have a coherent show. Yeah, that's about right. That's our vibe.
We've been trying to have a coherent show since what,
2015?
2014?
2015.
2015.
Yes, next year is 9 years.
9 years.
We're working on the decade. It's coming.
What happens when we hit a decade? Like, we're gonna have like a January 2025, a decade of streaming stream.
Have a party of some kind. But I don't know what it's gonna look like. We have a year to plan it. There you go.
We have a year. We should actually like have guests. You know what, Darsh?
We should do a 24-hour live stream.
We should do a 24-hour stream for charity with guests from the Star Citizen community. You know what? We're gonna mark it down now. That's what we're gonna do for 2025. We are going to do a January something.
Even play some Star Citizen.
Maybe. But we'll get some people on. 10 years of streaming Star Citizen. Yeah, I like this. I think this is a good idea. And all proceeds go into charity. We'll figure it out over the next year. If we give ourselves a year, we might be able to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, that's about right. Good.
Yeah.
It's like 13 months too, so that extra month will really help.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk Star Citizen, because we actually have quite a bit to talk about.
We do. They were busy this week. They're trying to get their asses out of the studio for the holidays.
Yeah. Which I really want them to. I don't want any like December 25th scrambling to put servers back up like they have every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give them
I
time
hope
off.
I hope that they're actually able to be off.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to transition us over to this, and we're going to look at the no, the
The
Santoki
Sentoki
Eye.
Eye.
Oh, I was thinking the Sulen, but I was like, no, it's not the Sulen. It's
Nope.
the I don't have a Santoki Eye. Does anyone have one?
I almost bought one when I watched this video. It's real nice.
It's pretty nice. I have a pretty big issue with its profile when it's in flight mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a giant square that you can hit. Like it looks so targetable, you know?
Yeah, I mean that also means that if you view it from the top or the bottom or either side, that it's really tiny.
Yeah. I'm hoping it has like the armor and the shields to compensate for that.
Yeah, for sure. You want to direct most of your shield power to the front, assuming you're facing your enemy.
That said, the animations for this are stupendous.
Oh, Darge, that was amazing.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I love its chair. Like the like hovery chair. It's really cool, but the first thing I thought of when I saw that was, what if someone's in there when that comes up?
To get shredded.
I know.
Don't
I
be
just
in there.
I mean, yeah, don't be in there, but like look, the number one demographic for Star Citizen is Americans, and the number one reason we have stupid warnings on products is Americans. So I'm just saying they need to have a little sticker there. You know, do not attempt to sit under the chair. You will be shredded to pieces.
Obviously, there's going to be a bit of a delay here, but the shots of the Santoki Eye in the forest like that, fuck, is this a game? I mean, we say it every week, but god damn, is this game ever looking good?
Yep.
It looks so good.
It really does. It really does look good.
Do you have any?
I will say, I did have. I also love how the component, like everything about this ship, is beautiful. It is so well done. The UI is great. The animations are great. Like it's really pretty. I do have one issue with one of the things that they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what do you mean it breathes? You got to explain that one, Darsh. Anyway, one of the things that they were talking about with the Alpoa ships is they were saying that they're built to look insect-like and like fragile, but vicious was sort of. And I'm sorry, I don't think fragile when I think insects, because like ants are extremely strong. They can lift whatever, like 200 times their body weight, and like beetles are like
crazy.
Beetles
you ever stepped
and
on a
cockroach?
beetle and then you lift up your foot and the thing's still just fine?
Yes. Like I have birds fragile, yes. Insects fragile, no.
That's fair.
Anyway, that was the only thing I had to complain about. Okay, so when the engines are on the gold slats.
That's cool. Yeah, I just noticed that. Like expand and contract based on thrust level.
Oh, nice.
Ship looks amazing. And yeah, the animators did just a beautiful job. Oh no, it's just rhythmically? Okay. That's kind of well, even rhythmically is pretty cool. If your ship's breathing, that's pretty neat.
They did an amazing job with this ship. Really, really love it.
Yep.
I don't have an easy way to grab it, Darsh, because I still haven't been responsible and moved away from Discord. Because
the
look, I'm gonna make myself a note right now.
Ooh, I like notes.
I'm making myself some sticky notes to stick on my desktop. Okay, number 1. 2025 10-year anniversary stream. Charity, people, fun times. Yes. Number 2, get off Discord for streaming. Okay. It's a note. It's now on my desktop. I'm gonna try and get that done over the break.
Just send me a PM. I'm worried about what it says. It's the breathing. It's the breathing. Okay.
Nice.
You're gonna harass me about letting David continue to do this.
Look.
Okay,
Thank you.
I was not seeing what you were seeing. That is crazy, Darge. Wow. Okay, it actually does breathe. Like actually, that's so cool.
Awesome.
Darge, send that to David.
Yeah, he did. I just can't click it while the stream's running because I'm professional.
Thanks, cool. Oh, I see. Well,
I will look at it though. Can you put it in Imgur and then link to everyone?
Wow. I was just gonna throw it on YouTube.
Oh, that too.
YouTubes.
Anyway, the Santok guy looks pretty. It looks very pretty.
It sure does. I really also love the idea of a ship that's got a lot of defense, and a lot of maneuverability. It doesn't necessarily have the best firepower in the world, but the maneuverability is so cool. I love ships that move like that.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait, is it there? Like the like not ribs, but the joints. Anyway. Okay, so what was next? Ugh. Right. This stupid thing. Hey, Tip. Okay. I hate the X1. It is an absolutely stupid design. I hate it with a passion. It is my least favorite land vehicle and one of my least favorite things in Star Citizen, period.
Wow, you went hard.
It has. I did. It is literally designed to kill you. Because if that, it's like, how do we make this ship as unsafe as possible? If the bottom of that ship clips anything, right? Like, you've got this protuberance that sticks out of the bottom for some weird reason, that if that little, I don't know, if that clips anything, you're going straight into the friggin' ground.
Yes, but it won't clip things.
But it will, because you can still clip stuff in hovercraft.
I know.
Like, it's such a dumb design, and all they had to do to make it better is get rid of that little underbelly thing and just have it a sleek, like, like that doesn't need to be there. It doesn't.
Yep.
Why do the legs go there? Make the legs go back. Make it be more like
also, I don't actually think that's where your legs go when you're riding it. As far as I can see, I think they're up. Oh, are they? Maybe they are back there. It is a really awkward pose, though.
You're like sitting You're driving
Wow.
as if you were sitting in a computer chair. It's stupid.
Well, not even you're more like you're on a super bike now, where you're like almost laying forward.
I don't know. I really, really dislike it.
Very weird. Well, I don't dislike it as much as you. I think it looks better now that it's been implemented in the game than it did before. But I also don't really like the design. The only reason I want one is so that I can fly a phaser.
Yeah.
Because it's 100% a phaser. I don't really understand how
I know.
they just why they
is.
decided to make a ship that's a phaser, but they did.
I think it would actually look a lot better if you were more like lying down, either forwards or backwards, like in one of those stupid trike things that people ride in.
Yeah.
I think that would have fixed the design. Like if you got rid of that stupid bulge at the bottom, I think it would be a much better looking ship.
All right, that's David, December 2023. Get rid of the bulge.
Yep. Don't like it.
I really like the Ranger too, George.
The Ranger?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Ranger?
Ground vehicle.
Oh,
Here, I will
yes.
link it.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
It's a motorbike.
Yep. No, I like the actual non-hovering.
It's got like wheels and shit.
Yeah.
And it can carry cargo boxes on its ass.
Actually useful. Yes. I like it. I also saw someone comparing the UI for the X1 with like an old like Motorola type flip phone or a Nokia flip phone, which was pretty good. They're very similar, which is kind of funny.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure how bespoke that compartment is in the 400i. I hope it's not completely bespoke.
Its origin, it probably is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're like, no, you can.
Can I say how much I love the landing gear on the 400i?
They're pretty good.
Awesome.
Yep. I guess part of my problem is I really don't like hover vehicles for ground. I don't know why.
You want to be touching that regularly.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I have more faith in them.
Ooh, maybe, Darge. Maybe if it's smaller, it might just fit in that space.
The Cutter Rambler.
It's rambling.
I have a Cutter. I'm not going to change my Cutter to a Rambler. It seems not. I don't think it's actually a very, like, I guess it's got the extended fuel, which is nice, but it doesn't really seem, I don't know. It doesn't seem like an upgrade to me. It seems like a downgrade for losing some cargo. And lots of that living space I don't really care about. I love the aesthetic of it, though.
This is not helpful. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was.
Yeah.
I can't even argue with you. Exactly what I thought when I saw this. I'm like, oh, well, I guess for people who really want a big living quarters, it's good. But for me, losing the cargo space is like, nope, no, thank you.
A couple things though. I saw someone, and I know this is not intended, but I saw someone fit one of the like 16 SCU crates into the back of a Cutter and take off and travel with it, and the ramp just sort of closed on the container, but just like clipped through it, which was kind of fun.
Oh, that's funny.
But also, I have to say I really love the extended fuel attachment on this. It looks great. I really like how they've done that and how they've extended the fuel. I'd like to see, I don't know, I'd like to see an ability to mod ships with things like that. Like take a normal cutter and add the extended fuel to the top. I know we will never be able to, but I don't know. I'll be right back. Eric, your thoughts on the cutter?
Well, the cutter overall is an awesome ship. I especially for a starter ship. I do like that they're giving people more options here. I just don't have as much. The only thing, actually, there's one thing that might cause me to reconsider. Actually, two things. The extended range is nice, but also there is a spot in this ship for a hazard suit, which I don't think there is in the normal cutter. Depending on how important those end up becoming with gameplay, that might be really nice to have. So it's sort of one of those things that's kind of hard to tell right now how important the features that they've added are actually going to be to gameplay. But there is some potential there for the Rambler to be a good ship. It's just not it's not on the face of it like a great deal in my mind.
Now, I do actually have a question about that. You make a really good point. And I've got two questions. Sorry. One, could you not just like have a 1 SCU cargo crate in the back and have your like an extra suit in that, or a bunch of extra suits in that?
You'd think so. I don't know for sure, but you'd think so. And then that would obviously cover you off, and then you'd still have that one extra SCU that you didn't lose. Which would make sense. Yeah.
I think my biggest problem with the Rambler is I don't think they went all the way. I like that they added extended range, but I feel like instead of adding like a table and a chair and like a bench, they should have had like a little science station, like something
that gives it more gameplay.
Yeah, like there should like make it a longer range exploration variant that can do some science or something, right? Like it's,
I like that idea. Yeah, that would have been great. So put like a little, instead of giving up the, so that's a great idea. So you still give up the SCU of cargo or whatever, but instead of it being more habitation, it's a dedicated science station.
Yeah,
I think that would be really cool. Yeah, so scanning. Yeah.
Well, and you know what might actually be really cool is you don't require it to be a science station, but you have a dedicated spot right where that table is. You have a spot there where you can put, you know, a science station, a communication station. Like you can swap out, make just the station modular. And you can equip different stations depending on what you want to do with the ship. It would make it a more expensive ship, but I think that would be a really interesting way to do modularity for something small like this.
Man, you're right. The visuals that they built for the extended range variation looks so good.
Yep.
Man, that's just neat. It's just neat.
It really is.
I'm looking forward to further variants of this ship in the future. It's such a good starter ship. I hope they continue to riff on it.
I would like them to riff on it more. I would also, I think my biggest thing is I want them to bring other starter ships up to cutter quality.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Aurora in particular needs some surgery. Actually, the Aurora and the Mustang. They're both old and ratchety.
I think the Mustang needs to be made better at combat. It needs to be a better fighter, more shield. Like it needs to be hardier, and the Aurora definitely needs to be made more livable. Like, it's supposed to be this, like, the ship that brings everyone to the stars, and
Yep.
it really isn't right now. It's got nothing. And yeah.
What do you mean? You can have a bunch of MREs in there and get a bed, and you're fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
You just pee in a bucket, David. Oh, man.
So, this is actually as good a time as any to talk about Disco Lando's 2024 cast.
Yes, I wanted to talk about that very much.
So,
there's all sorts of stuff coming.
I'm going to... How about this? I'm going to list all of the things
Perfect.
that he mentioned, and then we can go through one at a time and talk about each one for a little bit.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so master modes, persistent hangars, FPS combat improvements including reloading, wear, and misfires, updated EVA, updated scopes, dynamic crosshairs, charge and drain guns, visor and lens system, updated loot screen, new interaction system, new Mobiglass apps, new character customizer, reworked Mobiglass and star map, distribution centers, several new and updated vehicles, and 4.0/Pyro, possibly in summer 2024, but on a preview channel earlier.
You also missed the he also mentioned Mobiglass and Star Map.
I mentioned those.
Oh, did you? Wow. Okay,
Yep.
I missed you mentioning them. That's not good. Oh, good thing I have a brain.
Or I mentioned Mobiglass. I missed Star Map.
Okay.
But yes, Star Map.
North End is really excited for hacking.
I am too.
Yep.
The original promise of hacking that they talked about, 10 years ago was amazing.
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yep. And all of the little bits and pieces we've seen of hacking along the way have been amazing as well. I'm just sort of waiting for them to bring it out.
So let's start with master modes. You can actually test master modes right now with the Gladius in Arena Commander. They said
Very
they'd
nice.
be bringing it to either all of the ships or to ships in groups, depending on how their progress goes. So we'll see what happens with that. Has anyone tried the master modes for the Gladius in Arena Commander? I have not. I did actually play some Arena Commander this week. I played some gun game.
Nice.
Had fun. North End, what do you think of the master modes? I'm very hopeful for master modes.
I'm very excited. I think it's going to be awesome.
If they've fixed jousting, like jousting was one of the stupidest things. I hate jousting. So if they've like closed that in, I'd be really happy with that.
Oh, closer combat would be amazing.
Yeah. Closer combat would be great. Yeah, ship armor needs to happen as well. I would really like to actually see different engagement distances work. One of the problems I've had with like my Freelancer Miss, for example, is there's a range where your missiles are out of range, you can't get a lock on. Then there's a short range where you can get a lock, but as the person's coming towards you, by the time you get a lock, often they're too close for you to fire your missiles because you can't fire them when they're too close.
Yep.
That's a problem for me. I have a ship that's made of missiles and they're useless.
Yeah. No, it's They need to refine that significantly.
Yeah.
Make it much easier to use missiles and more effective, frankly.
Yeah. I am I'm very excited to see master modes in more than Arena Commander. I think one of my problems yes. I agree with that, North End. And maybe not instant, but you know what might be an interesting gameplay element to be added is for large multi-crew ships. You've got a person that is, I want to say, fucking with your signatures.
Yep.
Right?
That's straight out of the Expanse, the E-War station. And they would just like flood other ships with random bullshit electronic noise.
Yeah. I mean, they should be detectable, but you should be able to like throw like false signals and alternate your signal so it's harder for missiles to lock on because you're so big. Like there needs to be a back and forth gameplay on it, but then something like a torpedo should have anyway, like there needs to be back and forth gameplay for it, but missiles definitely need to be stronger. I'm really excited, and Darj, I kind of agree with what you were saying. Like, you don't want to do it in EPTU. I don't really want to try master modes in Arena Commander because part of what I want to see is how master modes deal with distances and traveling a long way, because that's what I want to change. That's what I want SC to fix, right?
Yeah.
Let me point in a direction and go. Seriously, like
I was responding to North End's comment there.
Oh yeah. Okay, persistent hangers.
Yeah, looking forward to persistent hangers. I think it's going to be good. Obviously, I know your concerns about some things being manual, but I think it's more of a realization of where we expected hangers to go. So, back in the day,
I will try and be positive right now. I'm actually really excited for persistent hangers. Back in day when all we had were like silly when all we had was the hanger module. I really liked decorating the hanger because you could put out all of your stuff in it.
Yep.
And that was the only thing to do. And
stuff.
We do. And I'm hoping that, we can start to use that again and actually personalize your personal hanger.
Yes.
We'll see about stuff getting delivered. I don't want it to take very long, but we'll see how they deal with that. FPS combat improvements, reloading, wear, and misfires. So exciting. So exciting.
All of it's awesome. It's, again, things like wear especially are just, they're further realizing like the whole deal with Star Citizen, how everything has a little bit of gameplay attached to it. So, components wear on things, you need to replace them, you need to repair them, it's all great stuff. Also, that leads into something that you've often preached about in the past, and having different quality of items, but you can achieve that through things like wear, where maybe you can never get it back to 100% conditions. So you could have, this is my 75-year-old rifle. It doesn't really work that good anymore.
But like I'm playing a sort of looter shooter right now in Dying Light 2, which has lots of melee weapons and ranged weapons and such, but they all have durabilities, and as you hit zombies in the face with your hammer, the hammer slowly breaks. I'm I personally like to be able to prioritize the longest, like the most durability I can, because I like things to last for as long. But being able to make those choices, like I'm going to buy this brand of gun, maybe not even necessarily because I like how it shoots, but I like that it lasts longer before misfires, before wearing down, right? Like there's
Yeah, more reliable. This manufacturer is better. They're considered more reliable. They don't have as many misfires. Yeah.
yeah. It's
But,
look, it
you know,
Star
it works for-
Citizen's an MMO.
It's trying to be.
It's going to be an MMO. It's missing one thing that all MMOs have, which is a decent loot system.
Yep. It is.
And it is a work in progress, but they do need to find a way to do that loot system. Things like where, I think if they do it right, things like where will allow them to iterate well. And it could be like, I'd actually really like, we know that they're going to have components in the weapons that you can swap out. It would be really nice if it was those specific components that had wear, like the firing pin on your rifle is the thing that's worn out, so you have to swap that the for a different like that
and
kind
that
of
also provides
customization.
an opportunity to go, oh, I can get a better one.
Yeah,
No, than the one that was originally in there. Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah.
All of it's great stuff.
And Darj, you're right. Like it can't be. I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Love them. Some of the best games ever made. The biggest complaint I've always had with them is that your weapons break after you hit something 5 times.
You know what's funny? I was literally going to bring that up like 2 minutes ago when we were talking about it. Like, it always felt so weird and wrong in that game that, like, didn't matter what the weapon was, you get a few hits, it's dead. Like, really? This steel sword can't hit more than 3 or 4 things before it's completely destroyed?
I think I still think they tuned it, and they could have done it, but I think they tuned it too hard. Like I played through Breath of the Wild in the hard mode, and in the hard mode I'd go through 3 or 4 weapons just to kill one bokoblin. Like it was.
Oh my god.
It was nuts, and it's like, okay, this is
ludicrous.
That's not fun. So
yeah, it's one of the weirdest and worst parts about those games. And I mean, they're objectively great games, but like, wow.
Yep.
Why?
Anyway,
why?
CIG have to balance that well. But I do also want wear for not just FPS, right? We want wear for ship components as well. Like it's a great system. I'm excited to see it. Updated EVA, that's cool.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, being able to move more nimbly and realistically in EVA is going to be really cool. Well, even realistically is not really what I meant. More entertainingly.
I was about to say entertainingly, actually.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Because we are going there. They're going. This is a game where there will be a lot of opportunities where you need to leave your ship, especially if you have a smaller ship.
Yep.
But even then, like there's gonna be times where you're like, fuck, I gotta go out and repair my hull. Give me that sheet of metal and a laser welder. Let's do it. Yep.
Yeah. Updated scopes and dynamic crosshair.
This is really cool at CitizenCon. I'm looking forward to it. The scopes looked great, and it's it's always those little details that can make a game really stand out. Yeah, Darge. Hopefully they keep working on the animations.
I'm sure they can. I mean, they showed us little snippets of each of these things, which is kind of fun, especially since some of these we're probably not going to see until what, June? This is the first half of 2024. We've got 7 months before we're going to see some of these things, right? So, I mean, I'm glad they showed it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Charge and drain guns. Thought we already had these, honestly, so I'm confused. I thought there were a couple, like, lightning type guns that you, like, hold to charge up and release to shoot. But maybe I'm mistaking this for something else.
Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Charge ammo. What does that mean? Darge, you should be on here. What's going on with charge ammo? Why don't I remember this?
Ammo is charged through movement?
Charge.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, no, that's not cool. No, I don't like that. Okay, so here's something that Star Citizen genuinely has a problem with, and it's been a problem pretty much only in ship combat now, but if you're going to have battery charging through your movement for weapons, it's going to be a problem in FPS as well, is that, like, in a lot of cases, why would you use a ballistic weapon?
Oh yeah, for sure. I
So if
definitely heavily favor laser weapons.
And if they're taking that to FPS as well, where you can charge your FPS laser weapons by moving around, I mean, yeah, you can't be EMP'd, but I literally don't take the Avenger out because its default gun is shit and only has enough ammo to shoot for 12 seconds.
Half of one fight, yeah.
Like,
I think they've extended. I think they've extended the ammo, haven't they?
They might have. Anyway,
I don't know.
I feel like ballistic weapons are drastically like EMP'd is the only benefit. Can't be EMP'd is the only benefit to ballistics. Maybe we'll see more benefits when we get the, like, armor system in, if they do significantly more damage. Yeah. And I think ballistic weapons are supposed to pass at least partially through shields. But we're going to have to see. I think that's something that needs a lot of work, and I'm worried if you can...
Yeah, the joy of balancing.
It's just, it's really hard to balance infinite ammo versus finite ammo. Like
not infinite ammo.
I will always choose the infinite ammo, even if it does less damage, because it's infinite ammo. You know?
Yeah, well, mostly because the ramifications of running out of ammo, or consequences of running out of ammo, are pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's why most ships that have a ballistic weapon also have non-ballistic weapons. Because, yeah, it's not.
But then
cool
why
to be
wouldn't you just go...
defensive.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, if you get EMP'd, your entire ship is down, just not just your weapons. So you're kind of screwed anyway, right?
Yep. However, yeah, it is a little bit different for FPS though, right? Like,
Yeah.
getting EMP'd if you only have laser weapons on you, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: if you've got a laser weapon that the batteries recharge, you only need like 2 or 3 batteries, and then your sidearm can be ballistic. Oh, I got EMP'd. I pull out my sidearm, but I'd always have a laser gun as my main because infinite ammo.
And if you have the Halo pistol as your sidearm, then you win.
Yeah. Halo 1 pistol. It got worse.
Yeah, Halo 1 pistol. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
My friend was amazing like that with that, and we would play against each other all the time in like those the little duel maps or whatever.
Yep.
And he could kill me from like halfway across the map with his pistol.
My favorite memories in any Halo game are, there was one map in the early Halos. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2. I think it was Halo 1, where it was like 2 ships across from each other and a giant empty void between them.
I remember that one.
And like teleporting things. We decided to have a Cold War. 2 teams, red and blue. Neither team was allowed to shoot each other. Each team had their own side, their own ship that they played on, and it was a space program. It was who could launch you had to launch yourself from your side to the other team's side by a combination of like overshielding and plasma grenades and getting hit by the other person behind you with a rocket and launch yourself. Like it was a
That's amazing.
We spent hours doing that, and it's the most fun I think I ever had in Halo. Yeah. And Darge, you're absolutely right. We don't know what is actually going to come of ballistics versus energy, and maybe it takes forever to regain your energy when you're walking. Like there's all this shit that we don't know and we can't know. But if we let the things that we don't know stop us, we wouldn't have been going for 9 years.
We definitely wouldn't be on the internet. That's the whole deal with you. You have infinite knowledge at your fingertips, and you don't look at any of it. You just talk.
Yeah. Ooh, I'd like wind-up guns would be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Darge.
I want like, look, all the Star Citizen guns are like, in my opinion, over-engineered. I still want some more classic Earth weaponry of like, give me a lever action, give me a shotgun that actually has shells.
You want a 1,000-year-old rifle in Star Citizen?
I hate the shotguns in Star Citizen suck. They are atrocious. And shotguns are my favorite weapons in video games. I want a shotgun that I can choose between buckshot and slugs. You know?
David wants to put holes in things.
I want holes in things. I want big friggin' holes. I like shotguns. They're fun.
Yeah, I love shotguns in games.
You know what else we should be asking? Honestly, because it's been 6 years. Where's our fucking crossbow?
Yeah. Is it not in the game? I thought it was in the game.
I don't know. It might be, and I just haven't seen it. But where's our fucking crossbow?
I want the crossbow. Nope, not
in game.
Okay, there you go.
Didn't think it was.
Damn it.
Yeah, I love the crossbow. Okay, what was next? Visor and lens system.
I don't know exactly what this means.
I don't know either.
Visor and lens system. Does anyone else know what this means?
I presume it means that the actual Oh no, are we doing contact lenses for AR? I don't want that. I mean, I guess it makes sense because we've got them now, but
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yep.
they talked a long time ago about how the weight of the helmet or the helmet itself would determine what you have as a visor, and I really liked that idea. In like, a light helmet may provide you with less protection, but it could give you a better UI, whereas a heavy helmet might have to have a limited UI because it's a heavier helmet, and I really hope they do that. I still haven't seen the balance for armor types in Star Citizen. Like, it's one of those cases where why don't you just go with the heaviest armor, especially since, and this could have changed. Well, I know you can't sit in your ship, but get out of your ship, change into your heavy armor. Why would you ever go around in non-heavy armor?
Because you're also really slow, which is something people don't really like.
This is something that might have changed. I don't know why it's stuck in my head. I mean, it's stuck in my head because I hated it at the time. Did they ever get rid of the heavy armor can carry heavier weapons and light armor can't carry, like a heavy sniper rifle sort of thing? I think they got rid of that, right?
I'm not sure if it's sniper rifles. I thought it was heavier weapons than that. I thought it was like the big weapons. But I had definitely heard about it. I'm not sure if it's currently implemented or not.
I remember there was a period where they were saying that if you had light armor, you could not wield a sniper rifle.
That's a weird choice.
Yes, and it made me very angry.
Scouts are a thing.
Yes. So
weird.
Anyway, I don't know if they're still doing that. I don't know the status of that, but it made me angry at the time. New interaction. Oh, no, wait. No, sorry. Updated loot screen. Yes, I hate the loot screen. I love what they showed at SitCon. The ability to, like, swiftly loot mags.
Mm-hmm.
In a game where ammo is going to matter unless you've got a laser weapon. The ability to swiftly loot mags is going to be essential. I'm really excited for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm update. I was glad they managed to get some looting system in, but it became pretty obvious pretty fast that they needed an upgrade. So it'll be nice to have an upgrade.
It will be. I'm really excited to see the form it finally takes. And I kind of hope there's two aspects to it, right? Like, one thing that I hate is going up to a body and trying to target it and being unable to target the body as a whole, and instead being like, okay, no, I don't want to grab the armor, I don't want to grab the leg, I just want to loot the whole corpse, right? Like, I hate that, and I sort of hope they fix that. And you're right, Darj, the UI did seem quite finalized, which is a good sign. But, like, I want to be able to walk up to a corpse, hit F, and get the basic view, which is just the stuff that's on the outside of that corpse. Gun, mags, grenades, med pens. Then, if I hold F, the full loot menu comes up, and I can take his armor, and I can take his underwear, and I can take the thing inserted up his rectum. Like, I don't want that at the default. As the default, I want to be able to just, like, the whole idea of, like, crouching by a corpse and quickly grabbing the mags and moving on,
Yep. That makes sense. No, it's definitely one of those things that, needed to be upgraded, and it's nice to see that they're making their way there.
Yeah, sometimes we think that the stuff that they show us looks really polished, and there's probably some weird thing that it doesn't work with yet. So they're like,
there were definitely features they kept saying. I shouldn't say they kept saying. There were several features they talked about, especially with the star map, where they were like, "We don't have that yet. We're working on it. You know, it'll be there in the final product." One of the things was searching, which is a very important feature for a star map is going to be as large as Star Citizens.
It could be like, hey, the looting system works fine on NPCs, but if you try and loot a player character that you killed, the game crashes. So we haven't shown that, and we won't because we're tracking down a bug. Or, yeah, it looks great, but if you try to loot a med pen, the med pen actually grows to be 10 times the size of a normal one. And it's just this giant med pen sitting in your hand, and we don't know why.
I love the
and I know we've all heard of this before, but I still love the bug that they found all those years ago, where like, yeah, when we were in space, the game thought we were underwater.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that was way back in the day. Yeah, that was because of a CryEngine problem. CryEngine had no way of understanding space.
Yeah,
it didn't understand space at all. So yeah, that was one of their many surgical things they had to do to CryEngine.
Okay, what do we got next? The new interaction system.
Oh yeah, looked so good. I love the little pop-ups that are like press F and it like flashes in AR. That looked so cool. It's gonna there's a lot more accessibility stuff in this, and I'm really looking forward to Star Citizen needs to get easier to play, and we all know that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to new interactions. It should and also like default interactions will speed up the whole game. The ability to change default interactions is amazing, and will allow players to make their experience much better. I'm just looking forward to it.
Completely agree with everything you just said. I do have one, again, I like my caveats. I've got one caveat. Right now, changing anything in control Right now, changing anything in the control scheme in Star Citizen fucking sucks. It is an absolutely bloated menu with a ton of shit that does nothing, and nothing is explained. And when it comes to setting default interactions, they need a better system to change the default interaction.
I'm pretty sure they showed it, and it wasn't going to the menu.
Okay,
to
good.
Change it. It was changed in like the inner thought.
I think it was too. I want to make sure because it's been a bit. It is for you the interaction wheel. Okay, good.
Interaction wheel to change it,
yeah,
you don't have to go into the menu and set a keybind or anything. No, it's great. It will help, and this is one of those things. Interaction, like an improvement in the interaction mode, makes the entire game much better very easily, like very quick.
Yeah,
not easily. Easily is a bad word. Very quickly, because it's everything. It's everything you do. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I've always hated that some doors and elevators and buttons will work if you just tap F, and some won't.
And some of them just open automatically when you walk up to them, but a lot of them don't too.
But it's like, okay, this elevator, I tapped F. Is it coming, or is this one I have to hold F to enter? which what
Yep, and that one too, Darge, where some of them are just a button, some of them are like a panel, some of them are the door. Yeah, no, it needs to be consistent and improved.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Yep, so am I. New Mobiglass apps. Exciting. I'm also really excited to see more Mobiglass types.
Yes, please. Specifically, I believe my original like pledge package has a specific
Yep.
Mobiglass.
It's a military
and that's
Mobiglass, I believe.
The one that I have was an Explorer's Mobiglass.
Explorer, okay.
And that was the 315 package with the which is supposed to be a starter exploration ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to them eventually moving towards having a bunch of like different themed Mobiglass, and I just it'll be such a refreshing change to move over to the new Mobiglass.
Boy Named Doll, we've talked about that a number of times actually.
Yep.
And also, hey, Coffee.
It's an obvious source for modding. So
yeah. One of the things that has been talked about, and CIG have talked about this, is actually for hacking, that there will be like a UI based game for hacking.
Yep.
But they've also said that there's the idea that you can learn the code that they are going to use for hacking, and you can use the command line to hack via code, which should be quicker than hacking via the UI game. If they allow stuff like that, maybe they'll allow us.
Fucking cool.
I know.
I can't wait.
It's insane. But it might be interesting if they allowed some pseudo unlock door. Yes. Macros, yeah, macros everywhere. But I mean, they could fix that by having some things not macroable. Like if you're hacking a ship, you have to use specific details from the ship that you can't get from a macro. Like you have to put in the ship's IP address and name, and anyway.
Oh, that'd be great too. You get like ships named like, I don't know, fart, or similar.
Big fat butt plug.
Yep, exactly.
That's a Drake ship, by the way, the big fat butt plug.
I mean, who else would be that? Who else would it be?
But you're right. I would love to see players be able to develop apps for Mobiglass. I'd also really like to see CIG put things like Hyper Vanguard Force on as apps on the Mobiglass, so that while you're sitting for 20 minutes traveling, boop, I'm gonna play a round of Hyper Vanguard Force.
Yep.
Give me a round of.
I would play so many rounds of that game.
Or others. Like there's so many quick little game types that they could build that would be really nice. Or like remember when they used to do community contests for the community to design things? A community contest to design a Mobiglass game.
That would be really cool for the coders out there.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun. I really like the idea of having games on your little games on your Mobiglass or your ship.
Yep.
I think that's such a cool idea, and they already have some. So.
Yep. New character customizer.
Oh yeah, baby.
The new hair is not right. It's not right.
It looks so good.
So good.
So this is the new hair is already in. This stuff
Yeah.
was specifically referring to the next iteration, which is going to be, I think, more like what they showed off at the show. So they were talking, this is like tattoos, piercings, beards, all that type of thing.
Yeah.
And the tattoos that they showed off looked great.
Scars, beards, tattoos, being able to actually slightly customize the character finally, really.
Well, you can
Excited.
customize their look a lot, but yeah, it's nice to have the accessorization going on.
Yeah. Reworked Mobiglass and Star Map.
Yeah, baby. This is going to, once again, this is very similar to the level of change as the interaction system improvement. It's like whole game changing. Like, it's to a ludicrous extent. It was such a cool demo at the show. It'll improve the lives of players so much.
I hate the Star Map. It's shit. It makes it virtually impossible to do so many things. It's unwieldy, it's unfriendly, and there are a number of legacy systems like the Star Map that really make me reticent to recommend Star Citizen to the people that aren't invested in Star Citizen.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fixing the Star Map will be huge. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Darj, I didn't actually know that. What I will say is, one, I really hope that they take that that backlash and that feedback to heart and develop good black hair. That said, I know that the people that I know within Star Citizen, within CIG, consider it to be a priority. Consider it to be incredibly important and something that they want to get right. So yep. I am not worried that they won't do it. I'm not worried that they won't get it right.
Especially with the rate at which they're making new hairstyles too that they talked about. Like it should be doable.
To be completely honest, there's a number of reasons that black hair has not been done very well in any video game just about ever. One is racism. But two is that it's also hard to do right.
Yeah. No, it's
a lot harder to do right.
And it would be nice to see it done properly in an MMO of all places.
Yeah.
Especially with the level at which they're exactly. Like I'm hoping I'm confident, but I'm definitely hoping that their new tech can handle it. It looks amazing, so I was hoping.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if we see some progress on that next year.
Here's hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Distribution centers.
Yeah, big facilities. Places where you can raid.
Yeah. So wait, what did I miss, Darsh? Back to hair. We went back to hair. No, we talked about the Star Map.
The next topic.
What's the next topic? What did I miss?
Oh, no. Okay, we need to talk about the Star Map more. Okay, here's the deal. So, well, first of all, ship maps are going to be huge. They're going to really add a lot of gameplay. I know that sounds weird for a map, but it enables the whole engineering side of things with those engineering displays. also, it's just amazing to be able to open your map and like watch your ship in real time to see if any of the doors are opening. Let you know if somebody's on board.
Hey, Griff.
Also, even just for like new players, or even for me, being able to open the map and have it guide you to somewhere, like a shop, for example, amazing. Something that we've needed for a while, because it is kind of hard to find your way around some of the places in Star Citizen.
There's a reason I don't change my starting point ever, because I don't know how to get around any of the other landing points because they suck.
Yeah, the signage is rough. This does get around even. I mean, obviously they should improve the signage, but this does kind of shortcut a lot of that. You can just fix it using the map. Your map can guide you to where you need to go. But also, like, one of the like moments that my brain just really enjoyed when I was watching that was when she was rotating the planet and you could see the points of interest. You didn't have to hover over the points of interest; they just pop up.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't have to go searching with your mouse to find where you want to go. You just like rotate the planet and you're like, oh, there it is. That's amazing. That's for like just a little user experience improvement. Amazing.
Yep.
Hello, Griff.
The current star map sucks. The current star map sucks. The current star map sucks.
Yeah, the reason I didn't know that, Darge, is that I don't use it very much because it's so hard to navigate in here.
Yeah. But I'll also say, so it's not just the star map that sucks. I hate trying to quantum travel, because you open up quantum travel and there's 11, depending on where you are, there's 11 billion icons, and trying to line up to one of them when there's, in my hand, there's 47 guitar picks. See how they're all right clustered together? This is how close lots of the icons are when you're trying to quantum travel. Try and select just one. You can't. It sucks.
I know, it's really hard.
Sucks.
I'm hoping the new UI improvements will fix that problem, and the new star map improvements and everything.
Well, I'd like them just not all be shown. If you can select where you're going in the star map, and then open up quantum travel and only be shown where you want to go,
yeah,
that would be a drastic improvement.
I wanted to mention what Boy Named Doll is talking about. The new star map does and the fact that points of interest are markable and sellable and their actual data. That's huge for the game as well. It just opens up a massive amount of gameplay. It opens up exploration as a gameplay type. Being able to go and find something and sell that data is huge.
Darsh, I don't even know how it works because I just don't travel. I hate it. I hate it.
I know that it works that way sometimes, Darge, and it sometimes works properly, but it's buggy the way it is currently.
No, because sometimes it doesn't do that for me, Darsh. Sometimes it still shows me everything. It'll show me the point that I want to... Nope. Maybe it's not as bad as I think, but every time I've tried to play, I've had problems with it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just put it this way. We're hopeful that the new system will make it better.
Here.
And easier to use and more...
Veterans know how to work it. Idiots like us don't. I would like them to make it so that idiots like us can use it. There you go.
That would be very nice.
We do have to do a flight night at some point,
I
Griff.
would love that.
I would love it, but man. Yeah. Where
yeah.
were we? Distribution centers.
Distribution centers. Raiding opportunities.
Not just raiding. One of the exciting things that they said in the show was that the distribution centers would be a center for all types of gameplay in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really exciting. Like, there's going to be everything in those. That said, I had another complaint while I was watching this week's show that I wanted to talk about, because
all right, complain away.
the points of interest are getting very good. They're getting much better. The distribution centers are going to be nice. Like derelict places, and like there's a lot more points of interest being added.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do with gameplay in between points of interests in the dead space? How are they going to fill? But what is it going to be?
We already know what it's going to be.
What is it?
All right. Okay. So, no. So seriously, so the biomes will be filled automatically and procedurally by minerals. So resources, basically, mineable resources, collectible resources. So things probably, I mean, right now it would be things like food, but I expect in the future you'll have more and more and more things that are resources. Also, one of the things that is a huge thing that we saw for the first time in CitizenCon, animals will be filling those biomes as well. Presumably in the future, some of those will be like big monstrous creatures that you actually have reasons to go and, hunt down.
Mm-hmm.
Like the infamous crab.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's, and it would be really cool too if they can get the placement of the buildings and caves and stuff working more procedurally. They could also build that into biomes where you could just have like a random cave, small cave, or a random outpost that's just like one building.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, do you think we'll start seeing points of interest? Because that would be really interesting to me. Is like, this is a settlement? No, this is like a little tiny outcrop, a shack, or like a tower or a small cavern, like non-POI POIs.
I definitely think that's the goal. I think they just have to do all of the enormous amount of grunt work to build those into the procedural generation system for the biomes, and then you can go from there. But I think it's a lot harder to do than it is to talk about.
Yeah. So we got two more. I want to get these through because I'm very tired.
Well, we have 7 minutes left.
Exactly. They mentioned several new and updated vehicles. So what do we need to see for new and updated? I know. Okay,
well, I know
I've got my.
You're going to talk about,
but you don't.
Okay.
Because I've got my standard response, which is the freelancer needs an update. Yada yada. What's my non-joking response? What's my actual response for the ship that we need to see that's updated?
Starfare?
Wrong.
Gladiator?
Wrong. Waiting for
Aurora.
anyone in chat want to guess? Nope. Not the 600i.
300 series.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
Not the Bang Stang.
I know you don't give
No,
a crap about the constellations, so
I do want them to bring back the Bang Stang. Connie needs some fixes, but it's also shit. Not the Hornet.
the Carrick?
Not the Carrick. Not the Freelancer or the Gladiator. Okay.
Let me guess one more.
One more. You get one more guess.
Okay, can I get one clue? Is this ship come out in the last 2 years?
No, well before.
It's an old one.
Do you want a hint?
Is it the Reclaimer?
It is not the Reclaimer. It's not the Cutlass or the Penguin. It's not the Glaive.
All right.
It's okay.
Give me a hint. I want a hint.
It's something that they've talked about. The hint is modularity.
Oh, Retaliator.
Tally.
Yep. That is on the schedule somewhere. They are working on that.
Yeah, that's what I want to see that updated next year.
The Tally needs an overhaul, like from the ground up. Like,
yeah,
she needs a rebuild.
But I think the Tally is going to be like their base rebuild for how to do modularity properly, right? Like that's their. They haven't really done. It's not done yet, North End. Like they're working on it, but it's not done.
I don't think the updated Tally's in the game.
But the Tally's what's going to show us how modularity works. We don't we don't have modularity yet, right? So when we get the Tally, that's when we get modularity. The Tally is the Retaliator, boy named doll. It's a very old ship. It's a bomber / torpedo boat.
Yep.
But also
it's amazing.
It's also got modules for drop ship and
what the hell is the other one?
I don't remember the other one. It came out, but they're redoing the whole thing. That's why they're talking updated, right? For updated ships, I want the Tally. Yeah. Mess hall, drop ship, and torpedo boat and cargo.
Awesome.
I'm excited for it. I want to see.
There you go. There's your food truck. Retaliator with a mess hall.
Yep. Anyway, people have said for a long time, idiot people, but people have said for a long time, oh, modularity is dead.
For torpedo burritos, yes.
Torpedo burrito.
Torpedo burritos. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Torpedo burritos or burrito torpedoes?
Yes.
Anyway, I'm excited.
Oh my God.
They've talked about it, which leads me to believe that when we're talking about updated ships, it's likely to be one, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see an update to the Tally. Man, I had you all going there for a bit.
Well, there's a lot of ships in Star Citizen, something we've talked about recently. There's enough now that I can't hold them all in my brain. I always forget about some of them from time to time.
Yep. Like the Tally.
Yeah. The Gladiator's one too that's been broken for a really long time. I wish they would fix. They need to fix the Gladiator. It doesn't work properly.
I think I finally got rid of my Gladiator, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have.
Which is cool sad. But I think I turned it into an A1, a Spirit A1.
Oh yeah, because the Spirit's an amazing ship.
Oh, Startle! I didn't know that existed. Is it like web-based or is there an app?
Oh, I will play it regardless.
Yeah, just where do I find it? Startle.net. All right.
There it is.
No,
Wow,
I didn't know that this existed.
A game that specifically, we should do a show where you just play Startle.
All right, today's Star Citizenship. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Can I? You know what? Give me 2 seconds. Can I refresh this? Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, give me a second. This is gonna take me a second. Media, close this. I want window capture. Done. All right, so my first guess was a reclaimer. I got everything wrong. Let's go. It's a one. Okay, but it's smaller than a. Oh, is this? Let's try like a. Touring is right. 0 SCU, one crew, less than $40.
So it's touring and less than $40.
Oh, and there's a year release year, so it's not out yet. So,
Ranger.
oh, but you got to do like type as well, right? All right, there we go. I got it.
Bam. Bam. Okay, we need to do this on every one of our shows from now on.
Oh, I love this. This is cool. I'm happy.
So cool.
All right, another ship. I'm gonna do one more. Close to one crew, close to 20, but shorter on everything else. I hate that you've got to guess like the friggin'.
Well, I think you can only do one a day, right? I think it's still the Ranger.
Yeah, but you can click unlimited and you can try any of them.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
It's not a Pathfinder, not a light fighter,
So it's got
not
one
RSI.
SCU
It's got one crew,
or two SCU.
one SC. Yeah.
Oh, it's two SCU. It's two SCU. That's two SCU. Could be the Hornet, maybe.
Let's try it. Let's try the
Oh, no.
F7C Hornet. No.
No. It's gotta be less than $90. So.
And
that's
it's
gonna be right.
Sooner than 2015. Above 20 and less than 90. Whew.
And it's got two SCU. What about the Aurora?
20 meters. God.
So it's exactly 20 meters long.
It's not RSI.
Interesting. Oh, 300? 300.
No. No, it's too long. And it's too expensive. This has got to be a.
Ooh, this is a pretty cheap ship. Mustang?
It's
maybe?
not a Mustang.
You know what's
It's
really
got to be a
weird, too?
starter though.
We haven't gotten the manufacturer right yet. We've chosen
I know.
most of the manufacturers. Maybe Misk. Misk.
No, it's a Drake.
Was it? Drake? Oh, I see.
It's
Ooh,
the,
that was close.
it's the no, it's not a Rambler. It's the other cutter.
The Scout?
The Scout. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you guys for showing us this. This is fun.
you. Cool.
I'm gonna bookmark
to.
that.
I literally did just say the same thing. Click bookmark.
Yep, bookmarked. All right. Last thing I want to talk about today. No, I had no idea. That's awesome. Last thing I want to talk about today.
Uh-oh.
Pyro.
He's cutting it off. All right.
Well,
sounds good.
it's the last topic we got. Eric, Pyro, summer 2024. Go. Be right back.
I'm excited. obviously a huge expansion of the play space. I really liked that they immediately stepped, now that 322 is good to go, they immediately stepped into doing tech preview of the replication layer. I saw that was happening today. I think it was today. And but yeah, I'm really glad they're getting to work on getting that working. I hope that so yeah, I really hope they can get Pyro in next summer in a state where they like actually have server meshing, even just a really simple static server mesh, and working jump points and everything. That'll be amazing. That's awesome, Northend.
So I don't care about Pyro.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I think it's going to be interesting to try out a little bit. I'm excited to visit the planets. I'm scared to travel to in Pyro, depending entirely on. They have said that they'll be fixing the like not being able to get your shit back.
Yep. No, you can contort your fingers. That's better. That's better.
That's look. Split keyboards are better for you. I promise you. Anyway, that's a complete aside. It does explain that, Darsh. What was I going to say? Right, Pyro.
Things back.
I want to be able, and we know that they're fixing this, but being able to get the shit that I own back more easily than like a character reset is really important. That's the only way I'm going to go to Pyro, because I'm afraid of Pyro. But the thing that matters to me is their suggestion that within the next 6 months we'll have functional server meshing. That's what they're saying.
I really loved that. I really did. I love that as soon as 322 is out, they're like, replication layer test now. We're doing it. Let's go.
They want this out.
It definitely tells me that they have stuff ready to go to an extent. Which I mean, obviously we saw. So
I think Pyro's ready. I think Pyro is done.
Yeah, I think it's mostly
and
done.
They're just.
It's got to get the servers working.
I'm really because if they can get server meshing working here for this in the next 6 months, that's it. Once server meshing works, we know that they are a number of systems ahead of where we think they are. We know that they've got at least 3 or 4 additional systems that may not be complete, but that they've at least begun work on.
They've been working on for a while, yeah.
For a while.
I mean, and there's always the option to pull in Odin whenever they feel like it too.
Yep.
I mean, they will obviously need to change Odin a bit from the way it is in Squadron, but yeah.
And
yeah,
yes,
I know,
the current.
I know, Darch, but even it's still good to see.
It's the more testing we get done quickly for the replication layer for server meshing, the more exciting this gets. If I've been holding out for years on I backed with a number of my IRL friends. It's one of the reasons that I hate the referral program, because when Star Citizen was first announced, I went to every single person I knew and I was like, hey, we should all back this together. And guess what? I got like 10 people to back at lots of money each because we were all dumb.
I also dumb. Yes.
But that's it. Everyone I know I got on. I'm not gonna get anyone else. Yeah. I've missed 10 referrals, which were the only 10 referrals I was ever going to get.
Yeah, that's fair. I know, I'm similar. I referred a lot of people in early days too.
Yep.
And like I have lots of friends who have accounts.
I do have IRL friends, Darsh.
Yep.
I know it's hard to believe.
Yep.
Though, to be honest, I haven't seen most of them since COVID started. So now they are just as online friend as my other friends. So
You should probably have a meetup with your IRL friends, David.
I'm trying to. I was going to, and then I decided to move to a new house.
So no one knows where you live anymore.
Yeah. Next year.
You do have a mansion now. Come on, get some people in there.
God. I do. I
know. Look at your basement. I can see the mansion from here.
Look, we just set up the second family room back there. You can see the couch. And beyond that is the kids' playroom.
Nice. Mansion.
Yeah. I'm disgusting. I hate myself.
You're funny.
I am going to be spending the next 20 years of my life making sure that my son doesn't I need to make sure that he doesn't feel entitled. I need to make sure that he knows that we are extremely lucky and that it's not like we do not deserve this. We got lucky. Don't let it go to your head, all that stuff. I think it's 3,000 square feet without the basement.
Which is also probably about 3,000 square feet. Or almost.
The basement's another, I don't know. It's the basement's another 1,500.
Oh, right, because you have 2 levels up. You have 2 levels up.
Yeah.
Okay, so another 15.
3 levels, so a total of probably 4,500 square feet. Not counting the garage.
Very nice house.
And
even better, I love that. I know how much you love to do projects and renovations. So having the entire undeveloped basement there at your disposal will entertain you for years.
I have plans. Look.
It really depends where you live, North End. In Calgary, for example, I think it's actually illegal to build a house without a basement here. So
in pretty much all of Canada, actually.
There are a few places where you can do it, but usually it's because it's very hard to build a basement. Like you are on Canadian Shield, for example, or on a mountain. But otherwise, you got to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're well over time.
Thanks, everybody.
But this was fantastic. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to try to have a couple impromptu streams over the break where we play some Star Citizen. But we will not have any regular streams until CIG are back. But keep an eye on the Discord. We will announce when we decide that we're going to just stick around for 2 hours in Star Citizen and show you how bad we are. Late January, early February is normally when they come back. So Griff, it'd be lovely to hang out. I don't know when this is going to happen.
Usually we end up coming back somewhere around late January, because that's when CIG does. So
Yep.
hopefully between now and then we can get some streams in with the game. Now that 322 is live, we can check out the new stuff. Maybe we can find some derelict settlements on these planets. It'd be fun.
I would really like to. I'd really like to.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't watch SCL this week. So
do you have a date for us, Starch?
if anyone has the date, that'd be great. But I heard end of January, but I'm not sure. Either way, yeah, mid to late January.
Cool. Perfect.
Either way, keep an eye on the Discord. We'll announce when we're going to go live, or like if you, I don't know, is it if you follow us or if you subscribed, then you'll get a notification when we go live. I don't know what it is.
I think even following you get notifications, but also if you just join our Discord, you'll get pinged, irritatingly,
once a week.
Basically, yeah. Or sometimes if I have I get overexcited about some space thing. So
yep. Well, with that,
yeah.
Seriously, love you all. We're almost at 9 years, and we wouldn't still be doing this if it weren't for the people that come out and watch us, and and us, because we like doing this. But seriously, love you all. Really appreciate you all. Really hope you all have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, a joyous Kwanzaa, a Happy Hanukkah, whatever denominational celebration or non-denominational celebration. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Just have some fun, stay safe. We love you all, and see you around.
And let's all hope that 2024 is a better year.
Holy shit, yes.